So let us solve this problem. In the question given is fx is equal to x cube minus x square plus ax plus b. So this is a polynomial function is divisible by x square minus x. So this is another polynomial. So find the value of f2. This function fx as per question is divisible by x square minus x. So what does this mean? When we divide this function with x square minus x, remainder will be 0. So we can write this equal to x square minus x into quotient. X into x minus 1. So we can write like this. So what will be the value of this function when we put x is equal to 0? So we can write like this: 0 minus 0 plus a into 0 plus b. Here it is 0, 0 minus 1 q 0. So this is 0. Therefore our b will be equal to 0. So what will be the value of function when we put x is equal to 1? Put this f1, 1 cube, 1, 1 square, 1, a into 1, a plus b, right side 1 into 0 into q1, RHS is 0. Now b is already 0. So a will be 0. So our this equation, our this function reduced to, now we can write this function as a0 b0. So this function became x cube minus x square. What it is asking for? Value of this function when x is equal to 2. Put the value. Four. So this will be your answer. Function has been given, but in this function we do not know the value of a and b. So our aim should be first to know the value of a and b and get a concrete function only in x. Factor x square minus x is given, that completely divides this function. So we will structure our polynomial like this. x into x minus 1 into qx from factor theorem, and then we make it one time this 0 x is equal to 0 and second time this term 0 by putting the value 1. So we will get the value of a and b, that is 0 and 0. So your this function reduced to this independent of a and b. Now put the value of x is equal to 2 to know the value of f2. Now we will solve this question. So have a look into this. Equation is polynomial equation, right? So it will have 5 roots, and those roots are given x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. Then it is asking the value of x1 minus 1, x1 square minus 1, x2 square minus 1, x3 square minus 1, this. So how to get this? Since these are the roots, so first take this as a polynomial function. So our polynomial function is these are the roots of that polynomial function. So factors will be x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3, x minus x4, x minus x5, right? And total roots are 5. So it means these 5 factors will completely divide this function. Into x minus x4 into x minus x5. There is no constant in front because x5 has the coefficient 1. So when you multiply x, 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 so total 5 times we are multiplying x and its coefficient everywhere is 1. So 1 into 5 times will also be 1. So we can structure our polynomial like this as well. Now what is your target? Your target is x1 square minus 1, x2 square minus 1, so that form, right? x1 square. So this, if you want to convert to x1 square, x2 square, x3 square, x4 square, so what we will do, let us write the polynomial x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3, x minus x4, x minus x5. What is your target? You're trying to bring x1 square here, x2 square here, x3 square here, x4 square here, x5 square here. So you know that to bring here x1 square, here x2 square, you will have to multiply with a factor x plus x1, x plus x2, x plus x3, x plus x4, x plus x5. So that a square minus b square, so means x square minus x1 square, x square minus x2 square. That way it will come, right? So let us multiply this one by one. So can we write like this? X minus x1. To make it square, we will multiply by x plus x1 and divide by x plus x1. So it is the same thing, right? Same way, x minus x2, x plus x2 and divide by x plus x2. Same thing, x minus x3, x plus x3 divided by x plus x3. Same thing, same way for this, x minus x4, x plus x4 divided by x plus x4. This is same, x minus x5, x plus x5 divided by x plus x5. These two multiplication, x square minus x1 square. So in numerator the things will become like x square minus x1 square, x square minus x2 square, x square minus x3 square, x square minus x4 square, x square minus x5 square. Denominator will be x plus x1, x plus x2, x plus x3, x plus x4, x plus x5. So square of x1, x2, x3, x4 you got already. Now your next target is you make it x1 square minus 1, right? x1 square minus 1. So you multiply each term by minus 1. So what will happen? x1 will come forward, right? So your x1 square minus x square will be coming with minus 1, right? Minus. Second will be minus. Third term minus. Fourth term the fourth multiplication factor minus. The fifth multiplication factor minus. So how many minus 1 is there? Minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. So 5 times. So if you multiply a negative number 5 times, it will produce negative number. And since the value of that number is 1, so 1 into 5 times will also be 1 into 1 into 1 into 1 will be 1 only. In denominator you will be keeping same. Or here also you can change. But let us keep it like this right now. Now if we put x is equal to 1, See, it will come in this form. So when we make x is equal to 1, so our system, our numerator become x1 square minus 1, x2 square minus 1, x3 square minus 1, x4 square minus 1, x5 square minus 1 divided by 1 plus x1, 1 plus x2, 1 plus x3, 1 plus x4, 1 plus x5. But how much is p1 from this function? When you put the value, okay, 1 to the power 5 is 1, 1 to the power cube is 1, 1 to the square is 1 plus 2. So this is 5. So this equation became this equation number 1. From one equation number 1. P1 is equal to 5. And all the denominator we will bring this side. Let us give a name to this entire multiplication factor as you should write, you can give any name. Let us say that is A. Complete thing. Base from here to here is equal to A. Just to make the visual easy. That's all. It is A is basically the entire thing. The same thing. But here with negative sign, because negative sign is there. Now to get the value, our aim is to find the value of A. So to get the value of A, we must know this was 1 plus x5. We must know the value of 1 plus x, 1 plus x2, 1 plus x3, 1 plus x5, multiplication of all those factors, right? So if you go and look into this polynomial structure, how can I get 1 plus x1, 1 plus x2, 1 plus x3, 1 plus x4, 1 plus x5? To get the same, we will have to take the value minus 1. So that minus 1 will be out, 1 plus x1 you will get, correct? Like, okay. If I say make this 1 plus x1, so what you will do? You will say that, okay, let me select the value of x as minus 1 and this. Then the minus is out, so 1 plus x1. So this is what we will do. we will use x is equal to minus 1 in this polynomial function which we have structured here. So our p minus 1 became, this one will become minus 1 to the power 5 fine plus minus 1 to the power q plus minus 1 to the power square plus 2, and this one minus 1 minus x1 minus 1 minus x2 minus 1 minus x3 minus 1 minus x4 minus 1 minus x5. So what is the value of this? This is minus 1, this is minus 1, this is plus 1, plus 2. So 2 plus 1, 3, 3 minus 2 will be 1. So LHS is 1. Right hand side, we will take minus 1 common from each factor. So our x1, 1 plus x2, 1 plus x3, 1 plus x4, 1 plus x5. Here negative sign has come because when you take minus 1 from here, minus 1 from here, minus 1 from here, minus 1 from here, minus 1 from here. So 5 times you will have to multiply minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So it will generate minus 1 only. So that is the reason minus sign has come here. And LHSs, this and this will cancel out this. So this is 1. So our value for 1 plus x1, 1 plus x2, 1 plus x3, 1 plus x4, 1 plus x5 became, minus sign will come this side. We can write like this. It will be minus 1. And this was the equation which we obtained last. So to know A, we will put the value of 1 plus x1 plus, so this one from here. So put that. So 5 into, now you write from equation 2, because we have taken this as equation 2. So 5 into minus 1 is equal to minus A. Our target is to find A. So A will be 5. A is nothing. A is the same thing, x1 square minus 1 into x2 square minus 1 to x3 square minus 1 into x4 square minus 1 into x5 square minus 1. So here you got the answer. Now we will go through the other problems in the next lecture. Thank you.